It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Jacksonville. From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. Johnson jostles free. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by Zach Wilson, former 2nd overall pick, now in his 3rd season out of BYU. Throwing to start the drive, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
The drive start. Give him 19.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Fry. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens. 56 yards. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Bigsby. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Now Wilson on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Escaping the pressure right. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Bigsby. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Take Bigsby as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better. Get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And now it's blocked. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Spinning, fights through, and now a crease. And here a juke. Still going. They can't stop him. And into the end zone. touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback, 59 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Johnson now returning. Here comes Johnson on the return. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They go play action with Wilson. Staying on his feet. Dancing to his left. He's got a full head of steam. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Here's a give to Bigsby. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson steps away to his left. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
For a Jaguars. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. From the gun, Bigsby.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Wilson. He completes it to Ridley. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
Delay of game. Offense.
Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he will reach the 5-yard line.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Second down, goal to go. Throwing now is Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point. Tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. This one all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Rolling to his right. Connecting with Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Official foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And the Steelers have won the game. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other.